it's Elizabeth from ELTS Adventures. I've got another video for you today, and today's video I'm actually going to have two parts of this video, and this is going to be part one. And this is going to be like a cruise quizzes. Like, they're almost like personality quizzes. Ask you questions, and then they base like they give you like an answer at the end, and they're all cruise related. You'll see what I mean when I actually get to the quizzes. But I'm going to do 4 different quizzes in this first part, and then I have a part 2, and there's also going to be 4 quizzes in that one. So yeah, and if you notice in my video, like the color changing, I purchased these new little like LED, it's like an LED strip, and there's different modes to it, like different colors and stuff. And I had it on white in my last video, and it helped, and I just wanted to see how it looked, you know, with the different colors. So the colors might be a little weird. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we will see. So color changes, not because my camera's weird, because I've got the LED strip like on my desk, like around the edge. So just a nice little touch to my little area over here. So the first quiz is gonna be, the website for it is funtrivia.com, and it's just called Let's Go on a Cruise. And then the other 3 are off of cruiseline.com. If you go on cruiseline.com, they have like a, I think it's under like a first time cruiser section. Let me see. I've got my computer right beside me. Let me look. No, actually, if you go on cruiseline.com, at the top they have different like sections you go to, and you go to advice, and then they have a quizzes and cruising fun section. And I just picked 3 quizzes out of that section for this video, and then I actually just chose 4 of them from this area for the second part. So I'm going to turn my camera around and show you guys my laptop, and so you'll be able to see as I do the quizzes. You're seeing my screen, but you hear me talking from behind the camera. So I'll be back in just a moment when I have the camera turned around. Alright guys, so this is the website for the first quiz that I'm going to do. I don't think yeah. I can't quite see it in the camera, but it's funtrivia.com. And I actually found this quiz because I went to Google and just typed in like cruise quizzes. And this was one of the ones that popped up. And this is just called Let's Go on a Cruise, and it's 10 questions, and this was the person that made it. And I guess on this website you can find different quizzes and stuff, or you can go in there and make your own. So yeah. And this is just about cruising and what you will find on a ship. So, and like on this website, you just answer them. It doesn't tell you if you're wrong or right, and then you submit your answers at the bottom, and then it scores you, I think. It shows you if you were right or wrong on the next page, and like the correct answers, I think. But on cruiseline.com, I have done those before, and those, it tells you if they're right or wrong as you answer them, and then it gives you like a, not really a score at the end, but like a percentage, and then it tells you like if you're an expert and stuff like that, or it just gives you your answer. So this one is the first one that we're going to do. So this one's 10 questions, so I'm just going to get right into it. So which one of these companies is not a cruise line? Greyhound, Disney, Carnival, or Royal Caribbean? Now it says this difficulty is easy, and I can see why, because this is obviously Greyhound. Okay. The next one is, I want to go on a cruise to Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, and Cabo San Lucas. What country or area is it that I want to go to? Hawaii, Australia, Europe, or Mexico? I've watched a TV show where they went to Cabo San Lucas, and it was Mexico. Okay. Number 3, the front desk of a ship is where they keep all the accounts. What is the title of the person who works there? Purser, steward, captain, or maitre d'? Maitre d' is over the dining room, captain, of course, is over the ship, and steward is for your room. And so purser, I think, is the answer for that one. Okay. And make sure it didn't change my answers on this because I was scrolling. Number 4, Every day a game is played with a card that has letters across the top and numbers under them. You can win a lot of money. What is this game called? Horse racing, bingo, slot machine, or men's hairy chess contest? Well, obviously it's not going to be the hairy chess contest. The slot machines, yes, they have numbers and letters, but it's not cards. And horse racing is clearly nothing to do with cards, letters, or numbers. So bingo it is. Number 5, in Cabo San Lucas, the ship is not able to tie up at a dock because it is too big. You have to take a little boat from the ship to the dock. What is this boat called? A tender, a rowboat, a lifeboat, or a raft? Well, a lifeboat, they're not going to use those unless there's an emergency and they need to rescue someone. A rowboat, no, because they do it with several, like a big group of people. And then a raft is inflatable, so no. So it's definitely a tender. Number 6, there's lots of food on a ship. If you wanted to eat at all the meals possible, how many meals could you go to? 3, 5, 4, or at least 6? Well, you normally eat 3 meals a day, but every single video I watch, everything I read, you can eat as many meals a day or as little meals a day as you want to. So I'm going to say at least 6, because if that's what you want to eat, hey, go for it. Number 7, the ship I went on also had special locations for some special food. Which of the following was I not able to get on the ship? Sushi, pizza, ice cream cones, or I could eat all 3. So ice cream cones, yes, they always have swirls or some type of ice cream place on there. Pizza is usually 24 hours, and sushi, most of them have the bonsai sushi place. So I'm going to say I could eat all 3. Number 8, excuse me. I heard that there was a ship where you could see Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. What cruise line could that be? Carnival, there's no such thing. Mouse Line, or Disney? Well, Mouse Line is not real. There is such a thing, and obviously it's not Carnival because these are Disney characters, so I'm going to say Disney. Number 9, can you take a cruise around the world? Yes or no? I'm going to say yes, you can, because I feel like there are cruises that do go around the world. They're just probably pretty expensive, so I'm going to say yes. And the last question, what is one name for a ship that carries a lot of people who are on a vacation? Ocean liner, rowboat, dinghy, or oil tanker? Well, obviously an oil tanker is not going to take people on vacation. I'm not sure what this D word is, dinghy. I don't really know what that is. A rowboat is only going to hold like 2 people. So I'm going to say ocean liner for sure. And then submit my answers. And this is what the next screen looks like. It just shows you, it just says results for Let's Go on a Cruise. And then you just scroll through. So this one is correct. Greyhound is a bus company. It may take you to a cruise, but it will not float. The second one was Mexico. Then this was correct. Of course, like I said, the captain is in charge of the ship. The steward cleans your room, and the maitre d' is in charge of the waiters in the dining room. Okay, this one was right with bingo. I was right with tender. A tender is actually one of the larger boats from the ship that is also used as a lifeboat. So it's just the bigger boats that double as a lifeboat as well. Yeah, and this one was correct. You could eat at least 6 meals, but you would sure get fat. There's breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the dining room. There's breakfast and lunch on deck. There's also midnight snacks. So yeah. Number 7, I got that right. They're all available. The pizza bar makes personal pizzas to order, and then you can get ice cream cones all day. And then this one I was correct with Disney. And then, yes, you can take a cruise around the world. It says the Queen Elizabeth II has a cruise around the world that takes about 3 months. You stop at lots of ports. That would be something that would just be interesting to do one day. And then ocean liners can be very big. They can have ice skating rinks, climbing walls, racetracks, and shopping malls. You don't even have to leave the ship to have a great time. So, of course, you know, like, there are some ships that do have, like, the go-kart tracks, and then, of course, the climbing walls. We know Royal Caribbean is famous for those. Ice skating rinks, I think there are some of those. And now shopping malls, I'm not really sure. I mean, all these cruise ships do have, like, lots of shops on them to where it appears to be like a mall. So I got 10 out of 10, so I got 150 points. The average score for this quiz is 9 out of 10. So, and then down here you can, if you wanted to share on Facebook, you can challenge your friends. So yeah, and on this website you can actually sign up for an account and save your points. So if I was to sign up, then those 150 points would be, you know, earned and kept. So, and they have tournaments and stuff like that. So I've never actually been on this website, but there's all kinds of stuff. So I'm not sure if there's any other cruise related ones. I haven't explored it, but I'm going to go into the next quiz now. So I'm just going to exit this one out. And this is what cruiseline.com looks like with the quizzes and cruising fun. I mean, there's extensive amounts of quizzes on here. So yeah, and of course there's other like cruising fun. There was a couple different articles and things like that. I mean, you see they have a section for first timers, a thing to help you choose your cruise. I mean, they've got, you can also find cruises and stuff like that on here as well, and write reviews and all that stuff. So, but this was just a neat little section, so I chose 3 quizzes from here. And the first one is, which shore excursion do you need to book right now? So this is kind of going to be one that it's going to ask you questions like a personality quiz, and then it's going to, based on those answers, give you like a shore excursion that would, you know, fit your personality, that's good for you. So, I'm not going to read this little paragraph, but it just, you know, it's talking about the different ones. There's different ones to suit every cruiser, so, and this will just tell you which one is right for you. Okay, so the first question, on embarkation day, the first thing you do after boarding the ship is, number 1, comb the onboard entertainment schedule for guest speakers or Broadway shows. Number 2, make a beeline for the bar. Number 3, head to the Lido deck pool to claim your lounging area. Or number 4, check out the spread at the buffet. And number 5, be the first in line at the latest onboard water attraction. So I have not been on a cruise yet, but I feel like when I go on my first one, probably not going to go straight for the schedule, you know, because, I mean, if I go straight to the room, like, you know, if we get Fast at the Fun and go straight to the room, I just don't think that would be the first thing I'd be interested in, would be, you know, the schedule. But, and of course, eventually I will go to a bar and drink, but that won't be the first thing for me. I would like to check out the pool, of course. And for me, like, I don't plan on doing any of, like, the water slides and stuff like that. I mean, the pool will probably be about it. But for me, you know, driving down the day before and then getting up the morning of your cruise kind of early, you might have some breakfast, but you're going to be hungry. So for me, the first thing I'll probably do, check out the spread at the buffet. Not even going to lie. I think in all the videos that I watch and stuff, that's usually the first thing that most people do, is go right to the Lido buffet, or like the other ones that are on there. Number 2, what's your go-to drink? We got rum, pineapple juice, and an umbrella, a 12-year-old scotch, a Bloody Mary with bacon-infused vodka and candied bacon garnish, or you don't need to drink, you're high on life. I've never had scotch, so I'm not going to say that's for sure. I've never had a Bloody Mary at all, but that sounds delicious with all that bacon stuff in it. And then, but I'm going to go with this one, the rum, pineapple juice, and an umbrella, just because that just sounds tasty. Number 3, what kind of superpower would you want? Number 1, invisibility. Number 2, communicate with animals. Number 3, breathe underwater. Number 4, time travel. Or number 5, flying. Not really breathing underwater. I don't really care to be a mermaid, an actual mermaid like it says. All of these other ones would be cool though. The invisibility, communicating with animals, time travel, flying, all those would be cool. I don't know. I think if I had to choose one, I'd probably say time travel. Because if I had the power to time travel, I'd be on my cruise right now. Just saying. Number 4, what is your idea of a perfect date? Skydiving or rock climbing, a leisurely picnic in the park, a 4-course dinner at Michelin-starred restaurant, spending all day at the zoo, or walking around an art gallery sipping fine wine. Not skydiving or rock climbing. No thanks. Picnic in the park sounds fun, something, a little bit more personal. A 4-course dinner at a Michelin-starred restaurant, I'm not really that fancy, so for me, it doesn't have to be fancy. Spending all day at the zoo, me and Tyler have actually done that, but not for a date, like it was just because it was my birthday. And then we're not into art or fine wine, so for me, number 2 and number 4 combined would be great. Like, spending all day at the park and then going for a picnic in the park, that just sounds, like a fun day to me. But I'm just going to go with a picnic in the park. Because that would be more of like a date than like all day at the zoo would. Number 5, if you won the lottery, which of the following would you buy? Every original Picasso painting you can find? No. Your favorite restaurant? No. An island? That's a possibility. A private jet? Nah. Or a farm? I'm a country girl, but I have no desire to really own a farm. So I'm just going to go with an island. Number 6, at a party you can typically be found deep in conversation with a fellow partygoer, in the corner munching on chips and dip, on the dance floor, hopping from group to group making new friends, or you're not much for the party scene. Me personally, I'm not really into partying, so I'm gonna go with that one. But if I were a partier, I'm sure I would be like making new friends or, on the dance floor, but I'm not really into all that. So for me, I'm just gonna put you're not much for the party scene. Number 7, what is your dream job? A lifeguard, a pilot, a marine biologist, a chef, or the dream is to not have a job. So everyone, of course, would probably say the dream is to not have a job, but that's really a dream for sure. A lifeguard, no, I don't have the body for that. A pilot, not really. A chef, whenever I first got out of high school and kind of started thinking about college, this is something that I actually was going to school for, was to be like a cook or a chef. I like to bake, I like to cook. So out of these choices, that would probably be the one that I would choose. I do like water and sea life, but I think I would probably, out of these 4 choices, this would just be the one that I would probably end up doing if I had to choose. Number 8, on the weekends you like to kick back on the couch and watch a classic movie, hike, bird watch, or kayak, wander for hours through a museum, seek out an adventure, or dine at the newest restaurant in town to critique the food and wine. Well, today, on the day that I'm recording this video, is a day off. Tomorrow is a day off. So, honestly, I'm going to be kicked back on the couch watching a movie, except it will be on my bed, not the couch. But for YouTube, I'm sometimes seeking out adventures, depending on finances. So realistically, it's probably kicked back on the couch, but sometimes we do seek out adventures, and, taking road trips, whatever. So, but for this, I'm just going to put kick back on the couch, because that's what I do most of the time. Number 9, how would your friends describe you? Laid back and level-headed, curious and observant, an intellectual introvert, or spunky and spontaneous, or a big kid at heart. So I think 2 of these could probably describe me. Laid back and level-headed, for sure. I'm laid back, definitely. And then a big kid at heart, yeah. If you ever meet me, get to know me, I'm just a big kid. I like to have fun, so I'm going to choose that one. And then I think this is the last question. Yes, number 10. What is one thing you could not possibly live without? Your favorite foods, sunshine, your passport, your pets, or your extensive book collection. So I do not have an extensive book collection. I don't have a passport, but I'm going to get one. But I think I could live without that. Sunshine, I could definitely live without that sometimes. And your favorite foods, I mean, yeah, who don't like to eat? But my pets are, I have a dog. She's outside. And then right now we have like new kittens and we have some cats in the house. So honestly, like I could live without all this other stuff. I don't have to have my favorite food. I don't have to have the sun. I don't have to have a passport. I don't have to have a book collection. So, out of those choices, I'm going to say your pets. So, it gives you your answer like right away. And mine says you got beach/pool resort. Of all the activities you could partake in while ashore, you'd be happiest doing nothing at all. Put on your swimsuit, grab a towel, dip your toes in the sand, or pull up a poolside lounger. You're all about catching some rays and simply relaxing. And keep those fruit-laden cocktails coming. So this, when we go on our first cruise, this honestly is probably what I'm going to be doing. Because especially with this first cruise, we're not going to be doing any excursions. We're just kind of going to relax, get used to even the whole cruising scene in general. But, in the future, of course, we will do excursions and actually go explore. We're going to walk around and shop, but this, for the most part, is what I'm going to be doing. So that was that one. So if you guys, ever get on here and do these quizzes or, whatever, and you get any different results, comment below and tell me what you end up getting, or even if you share it on Facebook or whatever. Alright, so that was that one. Okay, the second one that I'm going to do is how much do you really know about Carnival? And I chose to do this one because our first cruise is going to be on Carnival, and probably even the second and possibly the third. So I just chose to do this one first. When we plan cruises on other cruise lines, I'll do quizzes based on those as well, because they do have how much do you know about Royal Caribbean, and I think they had how much do you really know about Norwegian as well, but I know nothing about those at all, so I didn't do those. I'm just doing Carnival right now. Alright, so the first question, I believe this one has 10 questions as well. Carnival's mascot is named blank. Fun Ship Freddy, Fun Ship Frankie, Carnival Chris, or Carnival Carl. Well, I don't think it's anything starting with Carnival. I think it's Fun Ship, either Freddy or Frankie. And I think when I've looked at these quiz before and tried them out before I actually recorded the video. And I think it was actually Fun Ship Freddy. And I was correct. I'm not going to read y'all the little, the explanation right here, because it'll make the videos way too long, but you guys can see what it says. Of course, his head is in the shape of the whale tail funnel. Number 2, you can tell Carnival is all about fun because its first ship was named blank. Tropical, Mardi Gras, Fantasy, or Dream. Well, I know it's not Fantasy or Dream because those are current ships right now. And for those to have been, like, the first ship, like, those things, like, those are big ships. So, I'm going to go with Mardi Gras. Because Mardi Gras, like, the holiday Mardi Gras is all about fun and, like, a festival going on and stuff. So, I'm going to go with that. And that's correct. Again, I'm not going to read you the extra stuff. Number 3, which of the following is not a restaurant found on Carnival? Mongolian Wok, Guy's Burger Joint, The Taste Bar, or Cagney's Steakhouse? Well, I know all 3 of these are on most of the Carnival ships, so I'm going to say Cagney's Steakhouse. And that's actually found on Norwegian. Number 4, Carnival ships have been sailing for about how many years? 15, 25, 35, or 45. Now up here on this question, right here, the extra information tells you that the first ship was scrapped in 2003 after over 40 years of service. So if I go back down here to this question, that tells me the answer. Over 40 years, these are all under 40 years, so it's 45. And of course it talks about the Mardi Gras, which we just had that question. Number 5, what is the name of these dueling water slides? So it's talking about the green one and the blue one. The yellow one is the Twister, I know for sure. And then like the name of this whole place is Waterworks. But the answer choices are Drain Pipe, Speedway Splash, Waterworks, or Twister. So I just said Twister is the yellow one right here. Waterworks is the name of like the whole water park area. Drain Pipe, I don't know what ship it's on, but it's an orange water slide, and it's like a twisted thing like this, but then it goes down into like this big huge like bowl looking thing. So it's got to be Speedway Splash, and that's correct. And that just means, you know, like you can choose like a friend to go up there with you, and you both go down at the same time, and you end up coming out beside each other, but it's like a race. Number 6, this sports bar is sponsored by blank. EA, Hasbro, NFL, or FIFA. It's definitely not Hasbro because that's board games. And in my research about Carnival, it's actually going to be EA. Okay. Because it's the only like sports bar. Number 7, at the moment Carnival sails more ships than any other ocean cruise line. True or false? At the moment, I feel like and whenever I looked at these before, these quizzes and stuff, they're older, like from back in the day a little bit. So when it says currently, like at the moment, it doesn't mean like 2018. It means like, you know, whenever these quizzes were created. I'm gonna say false because, I mean, in this picture it's showing the Glory. And if that's the newest ship to them when they did this, then that means that there's been a bunch more. So I'm gonna say false. So Royal Caribbean actually at the time of this quiz was selling the most with 25. And see, they were just launching the Vista, and now they're up to the Panorama, I think is the new one, but it hasn't launched yet, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong below, guys. Alright, number 8. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because this video is getting to be a little long. Number 8, which Carnival ship briefly held the title of world's largest passenger ship when it launched in 1996? And the answer choices are Carnival Destiny / Sunshine, the Carnival Breeze, the Carnival Dream, or the Carnival Conquest. So let's see. I think the Conquest is a smaller ship. The Breeze is kind of a bigger one. The Destiny is what used to be the Sunshine, or what was the Sunshine before it was actually named the Sunshine, and then the Dream. But in this picture, you guys may not can see it. I can try to zoom in a little bit, but I don't know that it's going to zoom enough on my window right here. No, it doesn't, but I can try to zoom in with the camera. You guys can't really read it there either. But in this picture, it says, like, this ship is the Carnival Sunshine. So I feel like with these quizzes that they kind of give you hints as to the answers of the quizzes in the pictures. So I'm going to guess the Sunshine. And that was correct. Okay, number 9. We have 2 more to go. Number 9, in 2011, Carnival launched a $500 million wave of innovations called blank. Cruising Evolved, Evolution of Fun, Fun Ship 2.0, or Carnival Live. Carnival Live is a thing, but it's not like a $500 million innovations. It's like concerts and stuff. But Fun Ship 2.0 is the name of like when they added Guy's Burgers, the Waterworks, and all that stuff. So Fun Ship 2.0 is the answer. Yes. And the last question, which carnival ship was not supposed to be a carnival ship? The Dream, the Splendor, the Conquest, or the Destiny? So the Destiny was, because it was the Destiny. It was, and then Conquest, I'm not sure about, nor the Splendor, nor the Dream. So on this, I'm going to guess one of these three. And I'm going to go with Splendor. Yes, so it was actually designed for Costa Cruises. So I got a 10 out of 10. So according to this quiz, I'm a carnival genius. And of course, they have to put their little advertisement. They want you to book a carnival cruise for as low as $40 a night. Okay, so on to the next one, which is the last one for this video. And it was just a food related one. What buffet item are you? And this is another one of those personality type things. So I'm probably going to be one of these little buffet items on here. So let's just see. Number 1, where is your, and this one has 10 questions, no, 7 questions, sorry. Where is your go-to spot at a crowded bar? Cutting a rug on the dance floor. I'll only go to a jam-packed bar for great happy hour specials. At the DJ booth. I prefer a quiet lounge where I can have a conversation. Or I didn't even notice the crowds from my cushy VIP booth. So, not really the dance floor. Not really going to be at the DJ booth. I'm not going to be at a VIP booth. So I'm going to say either a quiet lounge or only for happy hour specials. And again, I'm not a big drinker. So if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose a quiet lounge where I can have a conversation. Number 2, what is your favorite type of restaurant? A fast food chain, the neighborhood diner, crisp tablecloths and multiple forks, farm to table establishment, or white glove service all the way from me with champagne and caviar. Fast food, everybody likes fast food, but it's not my favorite. I don't care about having 5 forks and perfect tablecloths. That's not me. Farm to table, that's kind of gonna be like your more healthier places. That's not me either. And I don't care for white glove service, champagne, caviar. I don't care for all that. So I'm just going to say the neighborhood diner. Number 3, what is your ideal weekend activity? Running around with the kids or just acting like one? Seeing an art show or going to a wine tasting? Planting fruits and vegetables in my backyard? Bargain hunting at local flea markets? Or drinking tea and reading a good book? Not fruits or vegetables in the backyard. Not seeing an art show. Not gonna be drinking tea or reading a good book. I do like to bargain hunt, but not necessarily at flea markets. We usually go to Goodwills or yard sales or whatever, or running around the kids, or just acting like one. So I don't have any kids, but again, I'm a kid at heart. I do like to do, like fun things. So I'm gonna go with that one. Simply because it says, or just acting like one. Okay, number 4, where would you most like to live? A penthouse apartment overlooking the city, a suburban house with a white picket fence, a palatial stone manse in the country with a traditional rose garden, or it doesn't matter as long as I live close to family and friends. Not a penthouse because I'm not really a city girl. I don't really care for whatever this is. And then, I don't necessarily always want to live close to family and friends, but I don't want to always be far away either. A suburban house with a white picket fence, I feel like that fits me more than these other ones, so I'm going to say that. Number 5, what kind of pet would you like to own? A playful puppy that shows me unconditional love, a Siamese cat that's cool and independent, a show dog I can pamper, or elegant fish I can watch peacefully swim around in a chic bowl. Not really fish. I don't really want a show dog. I like cats, but I think I'd rather have a playful puppy that shows me unconditional love. Number 6, what's your favorite holiday? April Fool's Day, New Year's Eve, Halloween, or Thanksgiving? and they have little things beside them, but I don't really care for playing jokes on people. Again, I don't care for the classy cocktails. I don't really do Halloween, but I do like having the whole family together, so I'm going to choose that one. And then the last question is, which 80s fashion trend would you love to see come back in style? Crimped hair, the bigger the better. Shoulder pads are everything. Acid wash jeans. If Jean-Paul Gaultier designed it and Madonna wore it, then it deserves a second chance. Or bring back Billy Idol's hairdo, preferably with a suit like the guys in Duran Duran. I don't really like big hair that has shoulder pads. Then I'm not wearing it. I'll cut them out. I don't really know who this person is. I know who Madonna is, but I didn't really like her style. And then I haven't really seen Billy Idol's hairdo. Maybe I should look it up. I don't know. But I feel like I should acid wash jeans like that, you know. That kind of sort of, I mean, people don't necessarily wear acid wash jeans, but they do wear ones that do have like the washed, they are wash stains, you know. So I'm going to say that. I don't really know. Alright. So I apparently am a cheeseburger. Just like a delicious burger with all the fixings, you know how to put a smile on people's faces. You have classic American style, but like to try new trends too. Your innate ability to adapt in any situation is what makes you so likable. You should consider Royal Caribbean or Disney. So those are two that I do want to try in the future. Disney's going to be way in the future, but Royal Caribbean, I think after we do Carnival a couple of times, we're either going to try Royal Caribbean or Norwegian. Either way, we're going to try both, but I think my next cruise line I want to try will be Royal Caribbean. So that is it for the quizzes for this video. I'm going to turn the camera back around and just do like a little outro for you guys. So I'm going to turn the camera back around. Alright guys, so I hope you have enjoyed watching me do these quizzes. I know it's not like the funnest of videos. It was something a little different, you know, that I wanted to do. And I like doing personality quizzes and things like that. And especially because I'm going to be a first time cruiser in May. You know, a lot of these things that that it told me the answers of, you know, like I should try, I should consider Royal Caribbean or Disney. Like I'm already thinking about those. I have done some quizzes previously that I didn't really actually have on here to do, but one of them, like which cruise line should you try, it actually told me Carnival. And of course that fits me, and then with the shore excursion thing, that fit me completely. So, you know, I feel like I'm making good choices as to when I'm planning this cruise. But, you know, there's so many things out there to help first-time cruisers, and I feel like taking these little quizzes, you know, just kind of seeing how much you really know, making sure that you know your stuff before you go on these cruises. I think that's really going to help people. So I had fun doing the quizzes. Comment below and let me know if you like seeing me do stuff like this. I can surely, you know, do research and find more websites of different quizzes and things like that I can do. I'm going to try to link or put some sort of like the websites for these cruises, not nailed down to the exact page, but like for these quizzes I'll just put cruiseline.com /advice/quizzes cruising fun, because that's what this page is called. And then for the other quiz, I'll try to link the exact page for that one, because I don't know if they have any other cruise quizzes on that website or not. But again, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you do, or if you did enjoy it, please give me a big thumbs up, share the videos, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Remember, we're still doing the giveaway, so be spreading the word, getting people to subscribe to the channel. We want to get to that 100 subscribers and then to that 200. And I know it's going to take time, but enough rambling about that. Be sure to hit the notification bell to whichever side it's on, beside the subscribe button, to make sure that you are notified whenever we upload a new video. And stick around for videos to come. We have some fun stuff coming up, hopefully for you guys, that y'all will enjoy. So we will see you guys next time on the next video. Alright guys, bye. And come back for part 2 of this video. I'm doing 4 more quizzes. If you like these, come back for the second part next week. Alright guys, bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.